This is Inside the Five.
Inside the Five coming to you on location. And after years of preparation, it's finally come to fruition, ladies and gentlemen, as the new Chase Center opens for business NBA-wise as the Golden State Warriors play host to the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James. Hello, everybody. Vern Glenn. And who better to talk about Chase Center than the man who, he's stronger. I mean, I don't know if he was on his hands and knees and built it brick by brick, but Rick Welts, the president of this team, at the forefront of this project. And how proud are you to kind of be sitting here inside this arena?
Well, today is definitely a goosebumps day. I didn't think it could get any better than our opening concert with Metallica and the San Francisco Symphony, but this is a whole different feeling today because this is why we built this building, right?
Yeah, how about it, Rick? We got a band serenading us. I mean, it's not. The game's not even here, and I kind of feel kind of the excitement. You know, we got music. We have the Warrior girls here on. The teams will be on here to warm up for this thing. But for you, can you relax now? I mean, there's been a whole lot of build up to this.
Well, we've really focused on the experience of being at an NBA basketball game and what it's going to be for the players, what it's going to be for the coaches, most of all, of course, what it's going to be for the fans. So many years of work have gone into what we'll unveil today that I think everybody's at the top of their game. We can't wait to do it. I'll relax a little bit when we have maybe a month of Warriors games behind us and know that we can do Warriors games really, really well.
Maybe a couple of spirits from the Modelo Lounge upstairs. I don't know.
There you go. There you go.
And having said that, I've been doing this for a long time. I have not seen an arena like this. There is something for everybody, and you've used every nook and cranny of this arena. I had mentioned the Modelo Lounge, but just let's start with that because I think the fan experience is just unbelievable here.
Well, and that's really what the focus was, right? We wanted everybody in the building, whether you're sitting with your feet on the floor or you're in the top row of the upper bowl, to have an experience so far superior to what they would expect. And every seat has a club associated with it, in addition to a great seat at Chase Center. And I think the whole idea of building a 900,000 plus square foot arena was we have an unbelievable amount of space. So we love everything about Oracle Arena, but navigating it sometimes a little bit difficult. Concourses a little bit narrow, one kitchen to feed 19,000 people. So from a creature comfort standpoint, we've been able to improve it. And I think from a sight line and experience of sitting in your seat and watching a basketball game, I think people are going to be thrilled.
One thing that's really worked out here at Chase Center, and I've been impressed with this, is the lack of traffic. People have just really used the T-line and other transportation to get down there, so it really hasn't been an issue in the concerts that you've had. And then, now you've got the ferry service to be able to get over here. Wow, what a plus.
The transportation plan has been the biggest focus. I don't know if you've heard, but we have some transportation and traffic issues in San Francisco. So the Muni program has been spectacular. I think you know that a ticket to a Warriors game or any event at Chase Center is good for free transportation on Muni the day of the event. So it's free to ride Muni right to our front door because the UCSF Chase Center stop literally is at our property.
I want to get to the reaction to this place. I mean, how has the players responded to that? How have the coaches responded when they walk in and see this baby?
Well, part of what we think has been the magic of the past many years with the Warriors is the culture that's built by having everybody in the same place. So at great expense, our business offices and now our new basketball practice facility is in Chase Center. So they're two full-size NBA courts tucked underneath Chase Center that are right adjacent to the locker room. So when Steph Curry comes to work, whether it's a practice or whether it's a game day, he uses the same parking place, the same locker, the same training facilities, and either turns right and goes to the practice facility or he comes up the stairs and comes to the main court here at Chase Center.
What a wow effect. How about the big bosses? How about Lakeup and Goober? I mean, what have they said? Did their jaws hit the floor?
Well, I think it really met the expectations, and the expectations were incredibly high. And you know, no one's ever spent $1.6 billion on a sports and entertainment.
$1 billion with a B.
Floor.
$1.6 billion.
That was a B, right?
Woo.
It wasn't actually our intention, but that was the final result. And it you know, we had 100 meetings in the process saying, you know, this is over budget. We can change it to this and get back to budget. And every time the answer was no, we're going to build the building we set out to build in the original. You would laugh at the only 2 offices that are not completed right now are Joe Lakeman and Peter Goober. So they're like, get all that other stuff done first. We'll get our offices done when we get to them.
I'm visualizing down the road, NBA All-Star Weekend, gotta be here. And of course, for Dub Nation, the expectation is to have NBA championship games in and out of here.
Your lips to God's ears, just like that. That's great. Yes.
That's awesome. Well, hey, I could not think of a better person to open this Inside the Five football show than you, Rick, as we segue into basketball. What a great time of the year with everything overlapping. We're so proud of you. We're proud of this building, and man, tonight it is going to show well.
We're gonna have some fun tonight, and a lot more nights.
Out of sight, Rick. Thanks so much, man.
Thanks for having me.
All right, and here are some facts on this building. Construction broke ground in January 2017, and it took 2 years and 9 months to complete. It's privately financed by the Warriors and sits on private land owned by the Warriors. The capacity for basketball is a shade over 18,000. It's just 44 suites, 32 courtside lounges, and 60 theater boxes. And the cost, $1.6 billion. And back as we've changed locations, Steve Kerr and the Warriors said that this move to the new Chase Center is kind of like a metaphor for his team because there are so many new components. Now remember, the last time we saw the Warriors, it wasn't very pretty at all. In fact, in Game 6 of the NBA Finals, Klay Thompson went limping off the court with a knee injury, and Kevin Durant was out with the Achilles injury. Moments later, the Raptors won their first ever title, denying the Warriors a three-peat. Now the list of Warriors departures is long. Durant, Iguodala, Livingston, Cousins, Bell. Might as well put Klay on there too because he might miss a majority of the season. Media Day was Monday, and the parade of new players that sat at the podium was shocking. The Warriors have 13 new players, including 5 rookies. New center Willie Cauley-Stein will miss the preseason with a foot injury. All this change has made Steph Curry the most experienced player on the roster.
You're the oldest guy on this roster now. So
Stop reminding me.
We want to maintain the culture that we've built, but we want to make sure our players are put in the best position to succeed. And the last 4 years, we pretty much knew exactly what that meant. We don't really know what it means this year. So that's why we have a lot of work ahead, but it's exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
I went to the Janet Jackson concert like a week ago, whenever it was, and I hit a few of the young guys up, and they was kind of like, Janet Jackson. Yeah, you got that one. It's just like, yo, it's Janet Jackson, like Janet Jackson, a legend. And that just kind of showed me like I'm getting old. Like none of them wanted to go with me.
All right, so how much of a step back will the Warriors take this season? I caught up with new TV analyst, former Warrior, Kalina Azabuski, who's saying, well, he's not expecting championship form.
Well, I'm not expecting them to be super sharp, but I'm expecting guys to come out and play as hard as they can. Obviously, there's some injuries. The injury bug has already hit the Warriors so far. You got Willie Cauley-Stein out, you got Looney out, you got Smiley out, and Amari Spellman will probably start tonight. So it's a chance for the young guys to get into it, really show the coaches what they have, because this is an evaluation process for Steve Kerr, right? And for the young guys, they got to be thinking, I got to show Steve Kerr what I'm going to do consistently well to make him go, I got to get that guy some minutes. This is the first season in the Chase Center. It's an exciting time to be a Warrior fan. It's kind of a new feel, kind of an underdog, no expectation feel for this team. But then obviously you still got Steph Curry and Klay Thompson when he gets healthy, and Draymond Green, and then D'Angelo Russell, the new signing there. So it's going to be fun to watch. We'll see what happens, but man, I'm looking forward to the season. I can't wait.
Folks in the barbershop talking about that, not expecting much. Yeah, maybe 5th, maybe 4th in the conference. But something to be said. You still got to just roll the ball out and see what happens.
Still got to play the games,
yeah.
And at some point they'll still have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson once he gets back, and it doesn't get much better than those two guys, and then Draymond Green on the defensive end. I think Willie Cauley-Stein, once he gets healthy, they got some really good pieces. And now the bench is going to be a question. We're going to see how that develops. Who is going to step up and make themselves a staple in the rotation? You got some new faces. Alec Burks is a guy that can score the ball. He's probably going to be in that bench and helping them score there. So there's a lot of kind of question marks. Again, the evaluation process is happening for right now for Steve Kerr, and he's going to throw some combinations out there and see what sticks, see what guys build a rapport with each other, and go from there.
All right, hey, ahead on Inside the 5, we'll switch it back to the old bread and butter of this show, and that is football, as that 49er defense has turned over a new leaf. And in that vein, well, you just wait. We're just getting started.